What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is the Madison League Cup Top 4. And on the left, we have Alex playing his Volcanion deck, which we did. We actually did see Alex play last time. We actually saw Mac playing against Antonio playing his Speed Darkrai deck. So Mac is playing his Umbreon Evolutions deck, and Alex is playing his Volcanion deck. So Mac will start with the Wobbuffet. He has a Limb Ball in hand, a Floatstone to the active, a Love Ball, most likely grabbing an Eevee. I saw he had a DC hand in Umbreon, so he will have the potential to get a turn to Umbreon out, but does he have another Eevee to find Vaporeon? We've seen Mac play these games, you know, he's had Umbreon, he's got Vaporeon, all that kind of stuff, but he really hasn't been able to use these, so we'll see, can Mac actually use it? Nope, just pass on Alex's turn. It looks like right now, oh, there's an escape rope sent at the Eevee, which is not good for Mac. If Alex can find a Steam Up, he'll take a knock. No, he has to find two Steam Ups, actually. Or a Steam Up and a Fighting Fear Belt. So let's see what Alex does here. Can he take a knockout on this Eevee and get rid of the Eevee plus a DCE? So see Alex put down Salamence. Shaman's setting up for 3, 2, okay. Maybe it was just 2. Trainer's Mode. Look at top 4 cards of his deck. There's a Fire Energy, Interretrieval, Shaman, and a Fire Energy. So can't grab anything. He could have grabbed an Interretrieval, but he doesn't want to discard that. And we see Sycamore discarding Sycamore, Sycamore, Fishman. I don't know what the other card is. It's 2 Sycamore to Fishman and something else. So on Alex's turn, he finds multiple Fire Energies, but no Volcanions. Oh man, if he had an Ultra Ball, he could have grabbed like a Hoopa, do that. But on Mac's turn, he's got an Umbreon, put them in the active. He's got a Dark Energy. He can strafe to the Wobbuffet, gonna put down the Reverse Valley, Life Center up to Salamence actually, and we'll see I think he's actually using the, oh, he's gonna do 90 and 30, sorry, yeah, he's gonna do 130 to the bench Volcanion. Alright, so on to Alex's turn, let's see what he decides to do. He has a Sycamore, Fires, Volcanion, and a Ranger, so Volcanion will come down, Fire Energy Volcanion, and we'll see a Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Now this Umbreon is not gonna get knocked out. Has 180 HP. It's pretty, like, there's no way Alex can really take a knockout. Alex does have a switch, so he can, oh, there's Floatstone as well. He had a switch and Floatstone in hand. But, gonna put down Volcanion, Fear Belted, has a switch. He can Steam Up. He can Ultra Ball to find another Volcanion. But if he finds another Volcanion, he won't be able to Steam Up. And he doesn't have any Fire's discard problem. I mean, I guess that's fine, yeah. Just grab another Volcanion. Oh, no, gonna grab a Shaman, actually. Alex does play Skyfield, so if he can find a Skyfield of multiple Volcanions, that would be really nice this turn. And we'll see a Shaman. Looks like set up for 5 new cards. Can he find a Skyfield plus some Volcanions? I think I saw a Skyfield in hand. Yep, there's a Skyfield, but no Pokemon. Skyfield will come down, bump in the Reverse Valley. And I don't know why you really put down the Reverse Valley the Skyfield out right now, because Mac plays multiple Reverse Valleys, and he can counter Alex's Skyfield. So we'll see a Power Heater from Alex going to get 2 Fire Energies in play, but I don't know where he's going to put him at. So Steam Up number 1, and we'll see a Volcanion for 50. Alrighty, so go put a Fire Energy on Volcanion and 1 on the Volcanion EX, and we'll see a Person Kukui going to draw 2 cards and do an additional 20 damage. Now Mac, he can Shadow Bullet for 110, which does take a knockout, but he could put pressure like on the Salamence, maybe on the Volcanion. But Mac's in trouble here. Like, he played with Kukui, that's his first supporter card, but that's pretty much it. Notes, I mean, yeah, that's the big question. Oh, actually, I think what we're seeing right now is a Dark Hole GX. Getting a Fire Energy off the active and a Fire Energy off the bench to try and slow down Alex. But Alex does have a Fire Energy hand. Go put them active. And he has an Olympia. I think I was seeing Olympia in his hand. Ooh. He could VS Seeker for Fisherman to do additional damage if he wants to do that way. But yeah, he did use Dark Hall GX to discard energy off the active one of the bench. And let's see what Alex decides to do here. He has a VS Seeker, I think an Olympia, and N. I think that's his 3 cards right now. Does he go for Sycamore? Does he go Fisherman? No, he's going to Power Heater for 30. Okay, on a Max turn, going to draw a card, and he finds a Shaman. Was he a Sycamore? Just discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Does he find an Eevee? And I do not see one. He has a Perilous City. He can put Alex down to 3. No, he's going to put himself down to 3, just discarding Skyfield. Okay. And right now, Mac he gets Shadow Bullet? Sure, Shadow Bullet can do 90 and 30 to somebody. But he is in trouble. He needs another attacker. There's a Mewtwo coming down. Floatstone to the Mewtwo. And what we might see is a straight for 30. Just bring up a Wobbuffet. which is, yeah, that's a great play right there. You really don't want your only Umbreon to get knocked out. So on Alex's turn, going to draw a card. He has a Scorched Earth. He's got his Olympia, so Scorched Earth will come down, discarding the Parallel City. We'll see. Well, Alex, he's going to play it in, actually, give both players new hands of 6. So this is great for Mac, because right now Mac doesn't have another Eevee. He needs to find an Eevee plus a Dark Energy, get an Umbreon this turn, and at least have some pressure for sure. But both players will get some new cards. Alex will get 6, and Mac will only get... Oh, no, Mac hasn't taken a knockout either. Neither player's taking a knockout. So they both get 6. I don't know what I was talking about. So see, Mac does have a Nest Ball and an Eevee, so you can get 2 Eevees out next turn. We see Alex does find a Hoopa, some Fire Energies. He'll Steam Up number 1. Okay, but he can't Steam Up because he's got a Wobbuffet in the active. He's going to Scorched Earth instead. Draw 2 additional cards. Okay. And going to attach the Volcanion X. And we'll see a Power Heater for 30. Putting a Fire Energy on that Volcanion and 1 on the Salamence, most likely. No, go put on the Shaman. Alright, so on to Mac's turn, he's going to play a Nest Ball to get out another Eevee, most likely. Okay, he has an Eevee at hand. And what I might do if I was Mac is maybe just straight. You really don't want to, like, swing into this Volcanion unless you're taking a knockout, like on something else. So we'll see a DC on the Eevee. We'll see a Trainer well. Look at top 4 cards of his deck. He's got a Lysander, and he could Lysander up Volcanion, smack it for a 90, put 30 damage on that Salamence, and then next turn, try to knock out the Volcanion EX with a new Umbreon with a Vaporeon on the bench. That would actually be a really cool play to see. And will he Lysander up that Volcanion or not? I think that's actually what you do here. And, yeah, I think that's a fine play for sure. But let's see if he goes for that, or does he go for something else? I think a Lysander up the Volcanion would be really nice. You can also go for Team Flare, got discarded Fire Energy off the active, and then go for a Strafe. But, yeah, gonna grab the Lysander. Like I said, bringing it to the Volcanion X is probably the best thing to do. You can do 90 to it, 30 to that Salamence, and next turn you find a Vaporeon, plus an Umbreon, plus a Dark Energy. You could take a knockout on that Volcanion X. And let's see what will Mac do here. Does he Lysander up the Volcanion? You see, he wants to do it, but does he do it or not? No. Go to Lysander up the Salamence. Now, I don't 100% agree with this, but he can still do 90 and 30 to Volcanion. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. Actually, what Alex is gonna do is just knock it out with the baby Volcanion. He can Steam Artillery for the knockout, which is not good for Mac. Yeah, that's why I definitely want to Lysander at the Volcanion X. Because now Alex is also free to put more energies on a new Volcanion, which we see in his hand. Gonna use Ultra Ball. He's trying to contemplate what you want to discard here. But if Volcanion has 180 HP like I think it does, Max still won't be able to knock out the Volcanion unless he finds a Reverse Valley plus a Vaporeon next turn. Alright, so he's going to Ultra Ball, look through his deck, not grab anything, I don't think, via Secret Fort in. Now I wonder why he didn't put down the Volcanion EX. That's very interesting. He has a bench space to put a Volcanion EX down. He did have one in hand, and he opted not to put it down for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe there's some reason behind it, and I just don't know right now. But both players will set up. Alex will get 6. Mac will only get 4. But we'll see what happens. We do see Volcanion come down. Okay, so I don't know why he put the Volcanion down first. But Max looks like going to put a Fire Energy on that bench Volcanion X. And Alex looks is fine. He's looking great right now. He can Steam Artillery for the knockout. Actually, if Steam Artillery doesn't take a knockout, he has to find some Steam Ups. And okay, hold on. Yeah, what am I talking about? 110 plus 100 is 210. Taking a knockout. Whoa. Alright, so Wobbuffet will come up. Mac does have a Super Rod. Shelf back in that. Umbreon, Dark, and then maybe another Dark. Okay. He does have a Special Charge in hand too, so he can play the Special Charge, shuffle the DC back in his deck if he wants to do that as well. I mean, I wouldn't see why you would argue not to shuffle the DC back in your deck. He's got a Float Stone. You're gonna put an Umbreon. Gonna just pass. Wow. So Mac doesn't have a supporter card again, and he's about to be in. He's supporter drop one more time. So Float Stone to that Shaman. What Alex could do is maybe Lysander the Umbreon and Steam Artillery for 100. just put some pressure on the Umbreon. I mean, Matt can retreat it. We know he just has a flow stone to Mewtwo, so he probably can't retreat it. But no, go to Life Center of the EV and take a knockout with Steam Artillery, going to the 3 price cards. And now Mac will not be able to put down an Umbreon. We see Mac doesn't really still have anything. He can stray for 30, and that's pretty much it. There's a special charge. Use the special, put in the DC back into his deck. Okay. And man, if you're Mac, you're in trouble now. You can't get a Vaporeon out. You really need to find another Eevee, because if Mac swings with his Umbreon for a Shadow Ball, it would immediately get knocked out, most likely. So it's the Umbreon coming up, and Mac has a Floatstone plus Enhanced Hammer in hand. So, does he go for Strafe? Does he go for Shadow Bullet? And we're going to see a Strafe for 30, sending that Mewtwo, and on to Alex's turn. I mean, Alex is in a dominating position. He can Life Center up that Umbreon and take a knockout, maybe. Let's go that way. So, Steam Up. Okay. Yeah, Steam Up. Okay. And I'm just going to use Power Heater for a knockout regardless, no matter what. Alright, so on the Max turn, I'm going to send the Wobbuffet, and you got to think that, you know, Alex has this. We'll see a retreat into the Umbreon. Mac does have a Shaman in hand, so he could play that, draw some more cards, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He did have a Flowstone. He could have maybe played that. Yeah, he could have maybe Flowstone the active Umbreon, just give a free treat. We see Mac is going to grab an Eevee, but the Eevee's not going to matter too much, because Alex does only have 2 prize cards left. If I remember correctly, yeah, he's knocked out the Mewtwo, Eevee, and Umbreon. So he has 2 prize cards left. And yeah, there we go. There's change. And Mac does have 4. So Mac is definitely in trouble. He's in trouble right now for sure. But both players will shuffle up. And let's see what is going to happen. Can Alex find an energy plus a Life Center? If he does, he'll be able to take a knockout on that Shaman. Or just a Life Center general. So she Shadow Bolt, taking a knockout. Do 30 damage to the Volcanion X. Okay. And on his Alex turn, going to draw a card. Does he find a Life Center? The trainers want to look at top 4 cards of his deck and finds an Olympia and a Max Elixir. Alright, so I'm going to grab the Max Elixir. And if you're Alex, what do you do here? Like, you get Volcanion, he hit the Umbreon for a knockout for sure. Actually, 3, no. 6, yeah, Alex can't take a knockout right now. But we see Max looks like a top cards of his deck. Gonna put a Fire Energy on that Volcanion X. And now he has 2 Volcanions ready. So what Alex could do is just retreat Volcanion Heat for a ton of damage. And then next turn, he can knock out the following turn. So Intertrival gonna put 2 Fire Energy in his hand. He can double Steam Up if he wants to. Steam Up number 1. Oh no, Scorched Earth. And there's a VS Seeker. And he'll VS Seeker for Life Center, bring up the Shaman, and take in the game. Wow. Alright, so that was pretty insane. Yeah, that's fine. He has a game. So Scorched Earth coming in clutch, letting Alex draw an additional 2 cards and taking a knockout on that bench Shaman. And here we go, guys. We're shuffling up for game number 2. And like always, I want to give a shout out to TNLG. As you can see, they're the one who provided this camera. You can see the logo in the middle of the bottom screen. Make sure you check them out for all your Pokemon cards and products, guys. But on to game number 2, I mean, I really want to see this Umbreon deck shine. Like, it's got Vaporeon in there. It should theoretically be Volcanion, but even then, it's still a very, very hard matchup, because Volcanion does have the potential to just knock you out really easily. You really don't care too much about the Dark Claw GX. I mean, Mac did use it, but I mean, you have the ability to get back your energies really easily, which you saw Alex do in that first game. But both players are going to show up here, and we're going to see what happens. Can Mac take this game and bring it up 1-1, or Alex take it 2-0? Who do you want to see win, guys? Do you want Volcanion or the Umbreon Evolutions deck? So both players will get 7 new cards, and let's see what happens here. We see Alex does get a mulligan, I think, and I think Mac just started a Shaman EX, which is not good. Yeah, that's never good. Alright. So Mac does hit a love ball on the mulligan, which is really nice if he has a Dark Energy hand, which I do not see. I think I see a DC, Lily, Flareon, and Super Rod. So he will be able to get a turn 1 Lily to draw up to 8 cards in his hand, which is really nice. Obviously, getting that turn 1 is always great. But both players are going to shuffle up here, and let's see, what does Alex find? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He does find a Volcanion, and I think that's a Hoopa in his other hand, and in his hand as well. So both players will start, and Mac top deck's a Dark Energy no matter what. Gonna grab an Eevee. He's got a Dark Energy. He can put that down. Use Energy Evolution. Find a Umbreon. So right now he's looking great, but can he find another Eevee? If he can potentially have a turn to Vaporeon and put a lot of pressure on Alex for sure. Alright, so Mac's gonna get a good shuffle here. And I wonder if Alex even knows that Mac plays a Vaporeon. He does have an in hand and a Lily, but which one do you play? Like Lily, yeah, it gets you some cards. Let's see, does he find... There's a Love Ball, so he will be able to get another Eevee in play. So train as well. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Gonna grab a Reverse Valley, which you definitely do not put down right now. Like, there's no need to put that down. So let's see a Love Ball for an Eevee. And is the Vaporeon in his deck? I do not know. I didn't see it automatically. Or I didn't see it in there. I guess not automatically is not the right thing to say, but I didn't see one in there. But Mac has an Umbreon, Eevee, and is doing great so far. We'll see a pass onto Alex turn. Again, Alex knock out this Shaman EX. That would be a scary thing. He does have a Scorched Earth. He's got a Hoopa. He uses Scaldring. Search for 3 new EX Pokemon, which can grab double Volcanion and a Shaman. He does have an Ultra Ball in hand, so he could potentially knock out this Shaman turn 1. If he could triple Steam Up, put an Energy on Volcanion, and Power Heater, that would do 110 damage, knocking out Shaman EX. Oh my goodness, that would be insane to see. Alright, so we'll see a Float Zone to the active. We'll see a Skyfield. We'll see Volcanion, double Steam Up. Train as well first, okay. There's an Inner Retrieval and a Sycamore. Okay, so I think you grab Inner Retrieval here. Maybe you could hold on to it and draw to it later, so you're not going to grab anything. We're going to see double Steam Up and a Shaman setting up. But can Alex find 2 more Fire Energies and a Baby Volcanion? So double Steam Up. We'll see Shaman set at 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And oh no, he whiffed it. I mean, he does have a Scorched Earth, so nope, he already put down a Stadium card. In Pokemon, you're only allowed to put down 1 Stadium card a turn. And no, Alex had this like a really potential like knockout turn 1 in the Shaman. And we're going to see a pass on a Max turn. Wow. Alright, so Max is going to draw 4 new cards. And there is the Vaporeon staring at him. Now, if Alex can find a DCE, there's a Reverse Light come down. Okay. And Mac will play an in. Both players shuffle up and get 6 new cards. Can Mac find a Vaporeon plus a Floodstone? If he does, he'll be able to do Shadow Bolt for 180 damage, knocking out his Volcanion and going down to 4 prize cards. Let's see, can Mac do it or not? Oh man, that would have been insane. It would be insane to see. And let's see, does miracles come true or not? That's the question. Alright, so Mac finds a switch and an Ultra Ball, so he will be able to take a knockout this turn. Discards a Team Flare and an Enhanced Tamer. Gonna grab a Vaporeon, use that switch, and we'll see a turn 2 Shadow Bolt for 180 damage. Oh my goodness, that is amazing to see. Alright, so we'll see a switch into the Umbreon GX, and we'll see a Shadow Bolt for the knockout. Going down to 4 prize cards. Now, if you're Mac, you probably put this energy on damage on Shaman, but we'll put on the Hoopa instead, okay? So Shaman will come up on Alex turn. Gonna draw a card, okay? He's got a Max Elixir. It can Alex retaliate with a knockout, and not gonna find energy with that Max Elixir. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. We see a Trainer Smell. Look at top cards of his deck. Olympia Trainer Smell. Was that a Scorched Earth? I'm not sure what that card was. Alright, so gonna put it in hand. Gonna use Ultra Ball, discard it in, and a Ranger to grab a Volcanion. Most likely is what we're gonna see. He's got a Volcanion next in hand, and then he can end Mac to 4 cards. But Alex will need a ton of stuff to put the pressure back on the Mac for sure. So we'll see Volcanion come down, and a Scorched Earth, and a VS Secret Fort in. Alright, so there we go. Bumping that Stadium card as well, which really doesn't matter too much. I mean, 100 damage times 2 is only 200. I guess it does help hit, like, knock out Volcanion next with the Fear Belt because it has 220 HP. And that could make the math a little bit different. But both players are going to shuffle up. Mac will only get 4. Alex will get 6 new cards. He has another Max Elixir in hand. Does he find a Fire Energy or not? He does find one for that Baby Volcanion. But if Alex attacks with this Baby Volcanion, it'll immediately get knocked out by a Shadow Bullet. And that Vaporeon is supposed to do a lot of work. We see an Escape Rope. who will Mac send up? And if you're Mac, I think you send up Shaman here. You sacrifice the Shaman no matter what. You don't care if he takes a knockout. You don't need your Vaporeon to get hurt. It doesn't have free retreat like Jolteon, so either way you have to commit energy to retreat it. Okay, so we'll see a Power Heater put 2 energy in the field. We see a Reverse Valley Mini come down. Eevee retreat to Umbreon, and we'll see a Shadow Bullet for the knockout, doing 30 more damage to most likely the Hoopa. Like, this is why I wish you would have put the damage on Shaman, because then Shaman had 60, and then 2 turns, you would win this game no matter what. So we'll see 30. Oh, man, I think you put it on the Hoopa, but no, I'm going to put it on the Volcanion. You'll send it to Shaman. I'm going to draw a card, and going to put down Volcanion. He's got a Lysander, but nope, via Seeker for N, and Alex is in trouble. Like, Mac has taken a commanding lead. Can Alex take a knockout? He'll need a Fire Energy, a Max Elixir, and a triple Steam Up this turn to knock out a or a double Steam Up and a Fury Bolt, or a triple Steam Up. Either way works. So, okay, he has. I think he can take a knockout. I think so. Max Elixir. Does he find a Fire Energy? And he does find plenty. All right, so put it. Okay, nope. Gonna put on that guy. He must not have enough Fire Energies in hand to use like an attachment plus like double Steam Up. He'll need 3 energies. And yeah, he doesn't have that. So we'll see a Float Zone to the active. We'll see a Fury Bolt to the other Volcanion with no damage. We'll see a Retreat and a Power Heater for 20 damage. I'm going to put a Fury Bolt on the other Volcanion with no damage. Alright. We'll see a Retreat and a Power Heater. Well, I think he's already... Okay, Max Elixir. So Fire Energy in that guy. We'll see a Retreat and a Power Heater for 30. Putting 2 Fire Energies in play. On a Max turn, he put a Dark Energy to Eevee to get another Umbreon. Okay. And if you're Alex here, you gotta be worried. There's 2 Umbreons staring at you that are both water types as well as dark. Thanks that I forget what Vaporeon's ability is called, but it makes all stage 1 water types, including their own as well. So we'll see Mac. He's got a Jolteon in hand. He's gonna play Lily, drop to 5 cards. He has a Lysander, Dark. I'm not sure what else that is. But either way, he'll be able to take a knockout, putting 30 more damage on the one of the Volcanions for sure. But which one? If he were to put that damage on that Shaman, it would now have 90 damage. He accidentally flipped a card over, and it should go back on top of the deck. That's fine. But yeah, we'll see a Shaman setting up for 5 new cards: 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so Alex can take a knockout on this Umbreon. So Max looks like the top cards of his deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, and nope, he doesn't hit a Fire Energy, but he can attach, and I think he has energy in hand to get 2 Fire Energies back, and that will allow him to take a knock. Hold on. Does it take a knockout? Oh, he's got a triple, so either way, he should be fine. I think Mac forgot to take his prize cards. Yeah, that's what happened. All right, so Mac forgot to take his prize cards. He is down to 2 prize cards. He's knocked out 2 Volcanions. And a Volcanion X. Alright, so yeah, I think that's what happened there. So we'll see Alex. I don't think he has an in hand, which is obviously bad for you. He's got a Steam Up number 1. He's got a Retrieval, get back 2 Fire Energies. And 6, 7. Actually, does he take a knockout right now? No, I think he actually whiffs a knockout because he whiffed an Elixir. So attachment for turn. And he could another Steam Up. Right now he's only doing 130, 40, 50, 60, 70. Hold on, my bad at math, guys. 130, 40, 50, 70. He must have double Steam Up, but I just didn't see it. Yeah, I think he already had double Steam Up, but there's DC, Lysander no matter what. Taking up the Volcanion. Yeah, you take out the Volcanion with the no Fury Belt or anything, you win the game because you hit for weakness and take a knockout. So there we go. Mac was able to get an Umbreon and a Vaporeon both out in turn number 2, which is fantastic. And we're gonna see looks like Mac ripped a sleeve, maybe? I think that's what we see right now. Mac must have tore one of his sleeves and needs a replacement. But on to game number 3, guys. Who do you want to see take the win? As you see, Mac can win this game. It is not... did they just swap out Shaman or something? I'm not sure what happened there. But we're going to set up for game number 3, guys. Do you want Mac to take it with his Umbreon Evolution deck, or do you want Volcanion to take it? I mean, I am rooting for Umbreon. It's a very unique deck. It's exciting to see something cool like this being played and make it to the top 4 spot. But will Volcanion prevail like it did in game number 1? It's going to come all down to against the the crucial parts of the games, because I think this game is actually really close. It's going to come down to, does Alex hit his energies off Max Elixirs? Can Mac set up a Vaporeon really quickly? Because we saw in game number 1, he got a Vaporeon on turn 2, and he was taking knockouts on Volcanion X's, but that's also because Alex didn't find a baby Volcanion. His only Volcanion was stuck in the X spot. He could have retreated it, but opted not to, I guess, so he didn't get stuck in the X spot. But both players are going to set up, find 7 new cards. Mac does find an Eevee, a Dark Energy, and some other stuff. Alex will find a Mulligan, okay? And we'll see what happens in game number 2, guys. I'm excited to see who takes this. How does this match play out? I've actually never seen these matches before, so I was excited to see how these are playing out for sure. But Alex will shuffle up and try to find a Pokemon with this new hand of 7. And guys, if you have any suggestions for this, let me know. We only have 2 videos left, or I guess like 1 video left after this one. And I like to know stuff to improve on for sure. I'm always looking into ideas for sure. So Alex does find a Volcanion. Another Volcanion, so 2 Volcanions come down, and let's see what happens in game number 3, guys. Winner will advance to the finals of this Madison League Cup. So Max, good to draw a card and just pass. Is that what just happened there? Oh no, it was a Mulligan. It was a Mulligan. Never mind. Alex will of course go first. He lost game 2. I think that's what it was. So Sycamore with a Steam Up, discarding and draws 7 new cards. Okay. It's funny that he Steam Up because like it doesn't really matter. So is he Alex find like 5 Fire Energies and like a Max Elixir, which is something you really don't want to see because Max Elixir didn't hit anything. That's very unfortunate. And I mean, Mac has a Nest Ball. I think I saw a Dark Energy hand. Can he turn 1 Strafe? That's a big question. So Fear Belt's at Volcanion, and we're gonna see a pass. Another Steam Up. I'm gonna put 2 fires in discard pile, pass onto Mac's turn. So Mac has a Love Ball to get on it, Eevee, and a Nest Ball. So he'll be able to grab an Eevee plus a Wobbuffet. Wow, this is actually really good for Mac because, like I said, he gets straight to Wobbuffet, and next turn have out an Eevee and have out a Vaporeon and start doing heavy damage to his opponent. Alright, so let's see what Mac gets here. He's got a Dark Energy hand already, so he can use Energy Evolution, so those guys will hit the field. We'll see a Dark Energy or Reverse Valley, Dark Energy active, get the Umbreon GX. Okay. And we can see a straight for 30, send in like the Wobbuffet. He has a Lysander as well. So what he could do is Lysander that Volcanion with the Fury built. But I think what you want to do right now is just hit the guy that has damage on it. But nope, go to Team Floorground. Wow, that's actually a really cool play. And we're going to see a straight for 30, send in the Wobbuffet. Alright, it does 40 because of Reverse Valley. Duh. Alright, so on to Alex's turn. He does have a Hoopa hand, I think is what it is. Fired to the bench. We'll see Sycamore. Doesn't really play the Hoopa. There's really no need. And gonna find 7 new cards. And I don't see anything really in his hand. There's a Skyfield, bumping that Reverse Valley. He's got a Trainer's Smell. Look at top 4 cards of his deck. He finds Olympia, 2 Fire Energies. And he is in trouble right now for sure. He doesn't have a Volcanion. No Max Elixirs, and if Mac can find a DC plus a Vaporeon, he'll be able to take a knockout going at a 4 price cards. Alright, can Mac find those cards? But I don't think Mac has too much in his hand either, actually. Okay. So we'll see a Float Stone to the bench. I think that's what it was. And a pass on the back's turn. So Mac will put down Umbreon. He actually put down Umbreon this turn. Dark Energy to Umbreon GX. And Lysander to bring up the Volcanion. That must be a Fighting Fear Belt. There's no way you bring up a Floatstone and Volcanion with the Lysander. But Mac is dead drawing now. We'll see Energy Evo from Alex get 2 Fire Energies back into his hand. Gonna put 1 of that bench Volcanion. And do we see a pass from Alex? I mean, he's got an N and Lysander, Fisherman, Skyfield. So via Secret Force, Sycamore. He's gonna discard more Fire Energies. There's a ton in there, right? Getting 7 new cards. Can he find a Switch plus a Volcanion? And a Fire Energy. So there's a Volcanion, okay. Has he already attached the Volcanion X? I think he has, actually. And the Mac just draw a card to pass. I think I like literally blinked for a second and saw Mac just hold his hand up. So yeah, I think Mac just like passed again. And Alex is going to start setting up. Oh no, guys, this is not what you want to do. I mean, nobody wants to do this. So Mac's going to draw a card. Not going to find, okay, going to find an Eevee. And he's got a VS Secret for Lysander, guarding the Volcanion with the 1 energy with the Fear Belt. Pass on to Alex's turn. Oh no, this is not going good for Max. Or for Max, sorry. Alex does have a Fire Energy in hand. He could put that on the active, maybe just pass again. There's a VS Seeker for another Olympia. Oh my goodness. And we'll see another Steve gonna get one Fire Energy in hand. Oh, there's two in there? Man, even though he discarded all these Fire Energies, he is getting them all back. And we see Max looks like he does find a Fire Energy, okay. Gonna put in that Volcanion next, and right now Alex is looking very scary. He almost has three Volcanions, or two Volcanions powered up. He'll put a Fire Energy on the active. And we'll see a Steam Up getting two more Fire Energies to play. I mean, Power Heater, sorry. So, oh my goodness. So, see if floats going to the active. So, Matt can now retreat and start strafing. But what does that really do? Now, he could Dark Claw GX and get two Fire Energies off the active. Make it that Volcanion stuck. And that's what we see for Mac. Now, on Alex's turn, he does have a Sycamore. And he has two Flowstones to play. One in discard pile and one on the bench. So, he could switch this turn and try to find triple Fire Energy, take a knockout. And that'd be really cool to see. Got a Ultra Ball, discarding a Fisherman, a Lysander, to probably grab a Shaman EX. That's not bad at all. But does he have a switch card? I see an Escape Rope, and I think Escape Rope is all he really has in there. I mean, that's all I can really see why he was shuffling really fast, or going through his deck really fast. So Shaman going to his hand. We'll see the Shaman EX coming down, drawing 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, he's got two Max Looks or two VS Seekers. We'll see a Train as well. Look at top 4 cards of his deck. Finds 2 Ultra Balls and a Volcanion. Now, he could grab Ultra Ball, maybe grab a second Shaman, and set up for even more cards. Just try to find a way to knock out this active Umbreon GX. We'll see here, guys. What will Alex do? He's got a Max Elixir, which might not get him any energies. He has 10 in the field and 2 in the discard pile. So that's 12 or 3, 6, 7, 8. No, it's 9 overall. Sorry, I don't know what math I'm doing. There's 3, 6, 7 on the bench and 2 in the discard pile. Yeah. So we'll see what Alex does here. Gonna play a Trainer's Mode. I mean, not Trainer's Mode. Max Elixir. Immediately put a Fire Energy on that Volcanion. Okay. He's got another VS Seeker. Another Max Elixir, sorry. And there's another Fire Energy. Oh my goodness, there is 11 energies on that field altogether. 9 on the bench and 2 in the discard pile. He does have a VS Seeker for an Olympia to send to that Volcanion. Yeah, so he Ultra Ball discard Fishman in that. Yeah, he hasn't done anything incorrectly. So he's gonna send in the Volcanion with the Flowstone, and we're gonna see a Volcanion Heat for 130 damage. Putting that pressure back on the Mac for sure. And let's see, does Mac finally hit his supporter card? He really hasn't done anything else. And Mac is in huge trouble. We'll see 30 damage from Strafe. But Alex does have does he have a Lysander hand? He does have a VS Seeker for Lysander. Bring up that Umbreon GX, taking a knockout, going down to 4 prize cards, and it's slowly going down here for Mac. Oh no. No, just gonna Volcanion with the active. That's fine. Gonna save his VS Seekers for their own. See Ultra Ball just turning a Jolteon and a Mewtwo to grab a Shaman EX, okay. Now, if Mac takes a knockout here with a bench Volcanion EX that has, like, no damage, Mac would not be able to take a knockout even if he finds Vaporeon next turn. So let's see what Mac does. I mean, Mac could, like, theoretically take a knockout on the active Volcanion EX, which is really cool to see. But he's got to find a Vaporeon and an Energy. We see a Trainer's Mail. Gonna grab a Reverse Valley, okay. He can do additional 10 damage. It really doesn't change any math. There's a Vaporeon, Reverse Valley, Flowstone to the Vaporeon, and we'll see. Does he have a supporter card in his discard pile? He's got a VS Seeker in hand. I see a Lysander. He's got a Team Florgrunt, but he's definitely in trouble if he's about to use Strafe. So let's use Strafe for for 40, 80. All right. So on Alex's turn, I'm gonna put down a Scorched Earth, discarding that Reverse Valley. And does Alex? Yeah, he's gonna send at the bench Volcanion X with all the damage on it. All right. Yeah, with all that damage, and Alex will have to. Oh, he's gonna license the Vaporeon and take a knock on the Vaporeon to get rid of that weakness. Oh no, that is terrible for your Mac. All right, so Alex will take down Mac's only real way of winning this game. So see Lysander bringing the Vaporeon. Mac does find a Wobbuffet. He could Shadow Bullet, but it really doesn't do anything. We see a Perilous City put a Mac down to 3. And Mac will use Strafe for 30. But Alex needs to retreat and take a knockout on like the Shaman and or the Wobbuffet. We see a Lysander bringing the Volcanion with all the damage on it. And we're gonna see a Strafe for 40, okay, for 30. Sorry, okay. So, oh man, they're doing the math here. Oh, it also has resistance, so it only does 30. Actually, no, it doesn't have resistance anymore. So Skyfall come down because he's not a water type anymore. So Alex does put down the Skyfield. He's got some Ultra Balls in hand. He's got energy. We'll put 2 Fire Energies back into his hand. Okay. Let's see what he does here. He could put a Fire Energy in the active, but that really doesn't accomplish anything. Mac will knock out that Volcanion before he can treat it with Strafes. So Fire Energy, that Volcanion. Alex will see how many cards are left in his deck. And can he find a switch with the Sycamore? Nope, just going to pass on a Mac's turn. Mac does still take a Flowstone. And remember, Mac hasn't played a supporter card in forever. And we'll see another Strafe for another 40. Alright, so on Alex's turn, he can put a Fire Energy on that Volcanion if he wants to. I can put a Volcanion. We'll see a Fire Energy go down to it. Okay. And we'll probably see another pass. Maybe a Sycamore this turn if he wants to go that way. But both players are going through the opponent's discard pile. See what is going to happen. We're having a crazy game, even though Mac hasn't really done anything. And we'll see pass on a Mac's turn. We'll see another Strafe. Alright. On Alex's turn, going to draw a card. He finds another Volcanion. He can pass once again. And there's a Dark Energy for Mac. Can start pounding the Umbreon. Okay. And we'll see another Strafe. Alright. So 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. And this will be a Strafe. We'll knock it out next turn. So on the Mac's turn, we'll draw a card. Okay. Mac will take a knockout going out of 4 prize cards. But Mac needs to find a supporter card. He does have a Lysander in hand, which I don't know what that really does for him. Really not too much for sure. So Mac's going to strafe for the knockout, okay? Don't be confused that he's not retreating. Trust me, he's strafing right now. But on Alex's turn, he has a... Let's see. He's going to Volcanion Heat for the knockout, going out of 3 prize cards. Alright, so on a Mac's turn, what does he do here? He's going to send the Umbreon with the Dark Energy. Does he find a DC plus another Pokemon to strafe into if he wants to go that way? Does he go for Shadow Ball and hope that Alex doesn't find anything? That's another way that you can go about this. And Mac's going to look through Alex's discard pile, see what's all in there. And can Mac find a way to take a knockout? He has down his Vaporeon, which is what he really needs to help knock out these Volcanion. He acts as a swing the matchup his way. So Dark Energy active, so he will have to use Strafe this turn for 30. He does have a Lysander, but who do you bring up? I don't know. Man, this is very bad for Mac. I don't think he has an in hand, because he does have a VS Secret in his hand. And if you had it in, he'll immediately play it, putting Alex down a lower hand size. But no, go to Lysander, bring in the Volcanion, and we're going to see a Strafe for 30. He may switch it. He could keep the Umbreon on the active spot. But either way, he's in trouble. So he's going to Strafe into the Umbreon GX, do it 30 damage. Oh no. All Alex has to do is Volcanion Heat for the knockout. And this game is definitely going to be decided on Mac just not playing any supporter cards. Yeah, we see Volcanion Heat for the knockout. Okay. On a Mac's turn, going to draw a card, put the Dark Energy active, but there's nothing Mac can do. He has a VS Seeker hand, but I don't think he has an N. He does have a Sycamore, but Alex, I think, only has 1 price card left, if I remember correctly. It's not 3. It's either 1 or 2. I'm thinking it's 1, actually. Okay. Maybe it is 2. Yeah, it's 1 price card left. Yeah, there we go. They just updated it. So there's really nothing Mac can do. Mac can like strafe to Wobbuffet, but then Alex can just retreat to the Volcanion next. His only out is to maybe Lysander the Shaman to hope his opponent doesn't have a way to retreat it and deck Alex out. That is literally the only way, and that means like all of Alex's VS Seekers are gone, which that might not be true, but Alex does have a Fire Energy in hand, so either way he can just retreat the Shaman next turn and win the game. So he's the Ultra Ball, discarding a VS Seeker and an Enhanced Hammer. Does Mac play anything spicy? We'll see a Shaman come down, but Shaman's not going to change anything for sure. Like, I mean, you get set up, sure, but, like, you still can't do anything. Now, Alex doesn't win straight away. That Umbreon GX does have 200 damage, so it's, Alex will need some more cards for sure, but if Alex has a Lysander, he can bring in that bench Shaman, take a knockout, and I'll see a Delinquent going to Max hand, okay. But a Delinquent's not going to matter too much. Alex has plenty of cards in hand right now. All Alex would have to do next turn is double Steam Up for the knockout. Oh no, he has to triple Steam Up because he has to attack with the bench Volcanion. So see Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards, and let's see what does Mac find here. Trainer's Mail. There's an Eevee, Lily. I think I can't see what's all in there. But yeah, I mean, I think Alex has this. Like, I don't think Mac has a way to really win this. I mean, sure, like Alex can Mac can Shadow Bullet, but then Alex can potentially just take a knockout next turn if he finds a Volcanion plus like some Fire energies. He can also just Elias into a Shaman. He's good to go. So we'll see. He cannot strafe to a Shaman. If he does, he will lose the game. So she Shadow Bullet doing 90 to the active, 30 to a bid Shaman. Does Alex find a VS Secret or not? That is $1,000,000 question. Is that a Volcanion X in hand? If he does have Volcanion X, he can go for triple Steam Out. And, did I see a VS Secret Alex hand? There's a Ranger, okay, and we're going to see the Volcanion Heat for 130. Alright, so on a max turn, I'm going to draw a card. And I think time is called right now. See one on Mac's side of the field. I think that's what it means. I think Mac is turn number 1. Alright, so Mac will have to take a knockout. And 2 turns. See it in. We're going to put Alex down to 1 while Mac gets 3. But there's nothing Mac can do really to prevent his Umbreon from being knocked out. Mac will have to find an Eevee plus a Dark Energy off their 3 cards. If he does, he'll be able to strafe to the Eevee. But if not, you really can't do anything else. He does have a Love Ball in hand, but does he have a Dark Energy? We see a Love Ball, okay. Gonna grab an Eevee. Does he have a Dark Energy? That'd be amazing to see. Alright, let's see. And does he have a Dark Energy? Maybe strafe, and nope. Just gonna, yeah, that's the game right there. Alright, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21. We'll see on to Alex turn. Going to retreat to the Volcanion X and just power Volcanion Heat for the knockout. And Alex will take this 2-1. Unfortunately, Mac did not find any good supporter cards. Game number 2. That does happen sometimes Pokemon, but it's very unfortunate for Mac. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We are going to the finals next, and we're going to see what is happening. Will Alex play? Who will Alex play against, and what will happen, guys. But thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.